guys, Naturally Marked here. Today I'm just gonna do like a chit chat prep to take these braids out of my head, you guys. It's been a month for the front part and it's been 3 weeks for my braids in the back. So I'm just going to prep and talk to you guys, just a real casual video. I'm gonna talk to you guys about my trip and if I gained or if I lost weight, and just a little bit about my hair. So the two products that I'm going to be using, you guys, is just some water, and I'm also going to be using the Shea Moisture Coconut Hibiscus Curl Shine Conditioner. So this is what I'm going to be using, and you guys already know I got it from Ross for $6.99. So this is what my braids is looking like, and I promise you this camera is doing it justice, because my braids look absolutely raggedy. Like the first day that I washed them, like you see how short they shrunk up, which I don't have a problem with like shrinkage. But what I do have a problem with is all of this right here that is just out, and it looks pretty irritating. It's fluffy. So I am back from my trip. I went to let me spray this with water really quick. I don't want to spray too much because I want to take it down very soon. So if you haven't seen my other travel glides or my other travel videos, I flew from Seattle to Kansas, and then I landed there in Kansas at 8:30, and then I got in the car with my mom and my niece, and we drove 25 hours to New York from Kansas. Then we were in New York for 3 days. And then we went to Washington, D.C. Then we were in Washington, D.C. for 1 day. And yeah, my hair was off in those two box braids that you guys seen. But no, those two big French braids that you guys seen. And my hair actually held up pretty good. Like from my entire prep, you guys, like that was the best way that I could have went out of town, and that I could have prepped my hair for going out of town. The trip went great. The only thing is I don't like riding in the car. I've never liked riding in the car for a ridiculous amount of time. My mom told me when I was a kid that I used to act like I had to go to the bathroom just to make them pull over so that the car would stop and I could get out of the car. So I've never been the one to like long car rides. Like I enjoy flying, and I actually started flying when I met my husband, because he was in the military and we had a long distance relationship, if you guys did not know that. But yeah, that's when I started flying, because I was not going to be able to get from Kansas to Seattle in a timely manner to see him. So yeah, but back to the trip. Have I been to New York before? I never been to New York, but I've been to New Jersey, and I have family in New Jersey. And the last time I've been to New Jersey, I was about like probably 7 or 8, and I was a kid. So it's like I remembered it, and that's when I first was just like, dude, I do not want to live in Kansas for the rest of my life. Like, there has to be a better way of life than to just live in Kansas. So ever since then, like, my family traveled. Like, my mom and dad had a Class A motorhome, RV, whatever you want to call it. So me living in a fifth wheel, it's like, it's not new to me, but it's new to my husband. So I'm used to traveling and like riding all over the place all the time. Like, this crap is so like, well, this is like, what? What? Dude, my hair is super hydrated right now. Super hydrated. I think I could use this as just a leave-in. And it smells so good. So good, so good, so good. So yeah, me living in the fifth wheel is not new. Because we used to take 2-month road trips in our Class A fifth wheel. So going to New York, that was a first. You guys, what did I think about New York? It's a complete different atmosphere and everything from Seattle. It's like it's I don't know, it's dirty. It's fast. There's a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people in Seattle, but it's a different type of vibe. Like, it's a completely different type of vibe, and I can't even explain it. Like, I rode the subway. We went and seen the Statue of Liberty. We went downtown Times Square, and we went and seen the Frozen play on Broadway while we were in New York. So the whole New York experience was pretty interesting. Like, it was an experience. It's not my cup of tea. If you've never been, I would be like, okay, yeah, it's something that you should experience. But would I just be like, oh my God, I want to take a vacation to New York? No, that will not be a place of destination for me, because that's just not my cup of tea. So moving along to Washington, D.C. I've been to Washington, D.C. before, again, when I was a kid. And you guys, my mom invited me on this trip because she didn't have anybody to go with her to this women's convention. It's like a church convention. So she wanted me to go with her. And I really appreciate her for inviting me on her little excursion. Me and my niece. So yeah, we've been to Washington, D.C. before, but like I said, we were super young. I think I was about like 10-ish or 11-ish, like somewhere in there. And like, I just remember it being hot as hell, and we had to walk forever in 50 days. And I just remember being miserable the entire time. Like, how hot and stupid it was there. Like, the humidity, it was ridiculous when I was a kid. So going there, me being an adult, I appreciated it a lot more. Like, just seeing the monuments and just reading about some of the history and stuff like that. But even not just reading the history, like, it's just a pretty place to visit. Like, seeing it as an adult and actually knowing what I'm looking at and realizing what's going on, and like being more aware of the circumstance. You know, it was still hot as hell. My hair held up the whole time, but if you haven't seen like my travel videos, you should probably go watch them. My hair held up the whole time, but I got dandruff like by the middle of my trip. But yeah, y'all, it was an experience. I will most definitely go back to Washington, D.C., but I would not go back to New York or New Jersey. Like, I would go if it's a necessary. Like, that's when I will go, if it's a necessary. But if it's not a necessary, like, I wouldn't plan just a fun vacation to go to New York, is what I mean. I will plan a fun vacation to go back to Washington, D.C. Then we went to Maryland. You guys, Maryland, it was so cool. Like, I walked everywhere, like, in Maryland. I never walked before, like, 2 miles, a mile, like, to get to the convention center, because our hotel was downtown. And the women's convention, it was cool. It was just like a whole bunch of old people, though. It was a whole bunch of older women at the women's convention. So it wasn't necessarily geared for younger audiences. So, I mean, it was cool for what it was. And the experience was nice to just be there with my mom and my niece. But Maryland, since we was just in the convention, I really can't say if I would or would not go back. But what I did see, it didn't look like I couldn't handle it like New York. Like, everything is like, yeah, New York is like, yeah, I can do it if I had to, but would I want to do it again for New York? No, I have to go back to there. Things that I ate. Let's get on my weight really quick because I'm almost done and I don't want this video to be super long. I just wanted to talk to you guys really fast. But my weight, what did I eat? I ate pizza the whole time, and then when we got to Maryland, I ate Jimmy John's twice. I ate Pop Belly Sandwich Shop. I ate there. And for the rest of the time when I went back to Kansas, because we had to drive back to Kansas, and then I flew from Kansas back to Seattle. So I ate pizza the whole time when I went back to Seattle. I mean, when I went back to Kansas. So did I gain or lose weight? What do you guys think? I actually lost 4 pounds when I was out of town. So I don't know if it's from all the walking that I was doing. But with me eating crap and me not eating pizza and eating fast food and bread and stuff like on a regular there, I was quite surprised that I had lost weight. No, I wasn't really surprised because when I go out of town, I don't know why, I just lose weight. Like, I lose a significant amount of weight. So I lost 4 pounds when I was out of town. I wrote it on my calendar, but I didn't take a picture of it to show you guys. But yeah, that's how much weight I lost. And I know a lot of people, when they go out of town, they have a problem with gaining weight. But I have a problem with maintaining my weight. But since I'm losing weight and now I have 5 pounds to go before I hit 135, like, I'm trying to get the last 5 pounds off, but I want to try to push it to get to 130, but I'm sticking with my original goal, which is 135 for now. And yeah, I lost weight. I'm gonna most definitely insert some pictures for you guys so you can see. Did I work out at all? Yeah, I worked out. I walked everywhere. That's what my workout was. Like, I did not work out at all. I did not have not one vegetable in sight. It's like everything that I did try to eat that was healthy was not made the same like it is here in Seattle. So I was not satisfied with trying to eat like healthier stuff there. So I just stuck with Jimmy John sandwiches for the most part and pizza. Like, that was the only thing that I could keep down that didn't make me feel sick or anything like that. But this is the prep for my hair, guys. Just coming on here chit chat with you for a couple seconds and showing you guys how I'm prepping to take down my hair. Hopefully, if this dries in a couple of hours, you guys will probably see me back on here with the same shirt on, because I just want it to dry so I can take it down. So this is what my hair is looking like after, literally, this is probably 4 days shy of a whole month, like, if I'm being honest, and it looks this grown out. And yeah, it's kind of disappointing because I wanted to try to keep it up for 2 months, but it's okay. So my hair is moisturized, it's prepped, and I'll see you guys in my next video for the takedown. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed some of these photos and me sharing just to chit chat with you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.